Before I dive into today's press release discussing the new campfire target, I want everybody to take a step back and let's reflect on why we're doing this. Why are we shareholders? Why are we investing in Westward Gold? What's the purpose? The only purpose here is to make outsized returns. We're looking for that 10 bagger, that 1,000% plus move. We want to 10x our money, adding $50 to $100 million in market cap here. And this is the kind of target that can make that happen. Now let's get into it. This campfire target is the culmination of all of our technical team's hard work over the past 6 months during the summer and fall field programs, which consisted of detailed geological mapping, surface rock sampling, a gravity survey, and reinterpreting a legacy ZTEM survey. One of our goals is to reduce exploration risk by having multiple data sets supporting high conviction Carlin targets. We want to have 4 to 5 reasons to drill a target, not 1 or 2. This gives our shareholders the highest probability of success, and that is what we are pleased to present to you today. A methodical, thought-out target that can be a company maker, but is backed up by hard data, good geoscience, and defined by a team of mine finders who has done it countless times before. Keep in mind, this work is being done by our VPX Rob Eady and lead technical advisor Steve Kaler, who formerly worked together at Gold Standard Ventures, where they had major success discovering 5 million ounces of gold on the Southern Carlin Trend, and the company sold for $250 million. As well, Kelly Clore, former senior director of global geoscience for Kinross. He was Kinross's top geo in Nevada, so the three of them collectively have made or been involved in over 12 Carlin gold discoveries in Nevada. So the three of them are like a crack team of Carlin gold specialists honing in on Toiyabe's multi-million ounce potential, which has led us to defining the campfire target. Now, why do we believe the campfire target has multi-million ounce potential? First, let's look at the geological mapping completed by Steve Kaler. We note there is confirmation of the Devonian Horse Canyon and Devonian Wenban formations exposed at surface and dipping to the northeast. These favorable lower plate strata host the nearby multi-million ounce Pipeline and Cortez Hills deposits. So most importantly, we have the right rocks. Also identified was a 6-kilometer wide corridor of igneous dike-filled northeast striking faults. Dike-filled fault corridors at Cortez and Carlin are well-documented features that are intimately associated with gold mineralization. Lastly, the northeast plunging Campfire anticline is host to punky decalcified lower plate carbonate rocks that are cut by northeast striking igneous dikes. Anticlines developed in lower plate carbonate rocks are key, well-documented gold controls in Carlin-type gold deposits. So our first data set shows us we have the right geological, structural, and hydrothermal alteration patterns in our Toiyabe district, which line up with documented patterns associated with Carlin-type gold deposits in the Cortez and Carlin districts. The 2024 rock geochem highlights included up to 0.685 parts per billion gold, 5,754 parts per million arsenic, and 434 parts per million antimony. This geological heat map from the complete property-wide rock geochemical database of 932 rock samples confirms an extensive Carlin-type geochemical footprint originally identified by gridded soil geochemistry. The large, robust arsenic plume identified with structurally controlled gold leakage pertaining to our historical Courtney resource of 173,000 ounces of gold at 1.2 grams per ton, on our Toiyabe project and the historical production from Barrick's neighboring Toiyabe Saddle open pit gold mine, which in total contain with our historical resource approximately 300,000 ounces of gold endowment, which we believe is leakage coming from the ultimate feeder source at our campfire target. So 300,000 ounces of gold endowment leakage is encouraging, but how big is the actual source? This is the billion-dollar question needing to be answered. Now, talking about the ZTEM survey reinterpretation and gravity survey we completed this year, it led to 5 key takeaways. There is a pronounced circular resistivity high at 1,700 meters elevation and a circular resistivity low at 200 meters elevation. The circular resistivity high and resistivity low are within a 2-kilometer diameter circular gravity feature interpreted as a zone of hydrothermal alteration and structural disruption in favorable lower plate carbonate rocks. The resistivity and gravity anomalies are along the downplunge projection of the igneous dike-filled Campfire anticline, and there is a distinct gold arsenic geochemical plume along the west and south margins of the circular geophysical features. Now we're going to tie it all together in this cross-section of the campfire target. 5 unique data sets supporting this sexy campfire target: gravity, ZTEM, mapping, rocks, and soils. This is truly a work of art, And if we're right, we'll make Westward shareholders a lot of money. The reason this has never been tested is it straddles Toiyabe, Turquoise Canyon, and East Saddle, which were all under different ownership until we started consolidating the ground in 2021. No one ever had all the pieces of the puzzle, although several groups had inclinations and strong interest in the area and this target area. We were able to assemble everything together, do the work, which has brought us to this inflection point today with the Campfire target. The DW in light blue stands for Devonian Wenban, and light purple DHC stands for Devonian Horse Canyon, which are the key host rock for the 5 to 10 million ounce gold deposits in the Cortez district like Pipeline and Cortez Hills. This is a large-scale target defined by alteration at depth, combined with the geochemical footprint, making the target area 1.5 kilometers wide by 3 kilometers long. There is something big at work here, this tells us. The Campfire anticline is a northeast plunging dike-filled fold that is developed in lower plate carbonate rocks. The down plunge projection of the fold leads directly to the nexus of gravity and Z-TEM image alteration features. These patterns are typical of Carlin-type gold system feeder zones. The Carlin-type geochemical plume, mapped by extensive soil grid and rock sample surveys, indicates a robust arsenic anomaly with gold and antimony, immediately up plunge from the gravity and Z-TEM geophysical features, as expected for a main stage fluid conduit in Carlin-type gold systems. This is important. Pay attention. Near surface gold mineralization at our historical Courtney resource of 173,000 ounces of gold and in other adjacent mineralized zones is interpreted as a portion of the geochemical plume. This structural, geochemical, and geophysical nexus, we believe, represents the ultimate source for most of the known gold endowment at Toiyabe Hills. Another big benefit is the target depth range to lower plate carbonates, which is as little as 150 meters deep, which is particularly shallow for Carlin gold exploration in Nevada. With everything we've discussed, this is the kind of target that can be a company maker. I joke with my friends to afford a house in Vancouver. I tell them you literally need to find a gold mine. So that's the mission we're on here at Westward Gold. Thanks for watching, your support, and as usual, reach out with any questions to andrew@westwardgold.com or call me at 604-828-7027. I love updating existing or potential new shareholders, especially if you're from Barrick or Nevada Gold Mines. Bye for now.